up on Business Report Africa, Ghana-UK trade agreement to be signed on March 5th. Abuja Airport named Best Airport for Customer Experience in Africa. Amhara Bank joins Ethiopia's banking industry. Dangote Refinery to sell refined crude to federal government in Naira. Details on these and more after the break. This is Business Report Africa, brought to you by your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS TV. I am Ruel Panawa. On Friday, March 5th, 2021, Ghana will sign a final trade agreement with the United Kingdom to replicate the effects of the trade relationship between both countries, as thousands of jobs were being threatened in Ghana due to the lack of a new trade deal. While some companies had their cost of production go up due to new tariffs, others, like banana exporters, lost about 1/5 of their exports for some time because of the absence of an agreement. The agreement should provide for duty-free and quota-free access for Ghana to the UK market and preferential tariff reductions for UK exporters to the Ghanaian market as well. The Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Abuja has been awarded the Airport Service Quality Award 2020. This comes from positive customer recommendations and their stand as the best airport by size and region, that's 5 million to 15 million passengers per year in Africa. This was disclosed by the spokesperson of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, Henrietta Yakubu, in a statement on Monday, March 1st, who said this award represents the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria commitment to continuously improving customer experience across all our airports. The recognition comes at a time when we are geared towards ensuring seamless airport facilitation with the opening of new terminals and upgrading of our current infrastructure across boards. As the latest entrant to the Ethiopian banking sector with over 6 billion birr paid-up capital, Amhara Bank held its inaugural meeting on the 28th of February 2021 with 50% of its shares sold in Addis Ababa and 20% in Amhara region, leaving the remaining shares to be purchased by Ethiopian citizens. Since 2018, Amhara Bank has sold 188,000 shares, boasts of tens of thousands of shareholders, and has subscribed 8 billion birr. Recently, Ethiopia allowed for a full-fledged Islamic bank and for the involvement of foreign passport holders in banking sectors after the National Bank of Ethiopia issued a new directive. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has given indications that his administration is ready to welcome a foreign bank that is willing to serve as a mortgage lender or only provide loans for housing, as this will aid Ethiopia in addressing its critical shortage of housing. The Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Mr. Godwin Emefiele has said arrangements are being made to enable the Dangote Refinery sell refined crude to Nigeria in Naira as soon as it commences production. He also disclosed that the first shipment of urea from the Dangote fertilizer plant would begin in March to help boost agriculture in the country. According to the CBN Governor, the $15 billion project being constructed by the Dangote Group will save Nigeria from expanding about 41% of its foreign exchange on importation of petroleum products. He said, based on agreements and discussions with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation and the oil companies, the Dangote refinery can buy its crude in Naira, refine it and produce it for Nigerians to use in Naira. The CBN governor expressed optimism that the refinery would be completed by the first quarter of 2022, as this will put an end to the issue of petrol subsidy in the country. In just over 5 years, SAFARICOM's share price rally has created an additional 1,500 millionaire investors, reaching 10,000 investors holding shares worth more than 1 million shillings each, up from an estimated 8,500 in May 2015. The rally has helped produce a rising number of high net worth investors in the Nairobi Securities Exchange listed firm in its share price over the years. The company's stock has appreciated to the current all-time high of 39 shillings and has seen the holdings of any investor with at least 25,700 shares rise in value to top the 1 million shillings mark. As stockbrokers estimate that about half of the 21,000 investors who own in excess of 10,000 shares have at least 25,700 shares, one can boldly say that 10,000 investors own Safaricom shares worth more than 1 million shillings. Now, while most of the Safaricom millionaires are Kenyans, citizens of neighboring countries such as Tanzania and Uganda are part of the list as well. Growth in the number of the telco's high net worth investors is a reflection of both long-term share price gains and more wealthy investors flocking to the country's most profitable company. Currently, a total of 9 local investors hold 106 million shares valued at 4.1 billion Kenyan shillings. A Welsh report in Kenya shows that the population of wealthy Kenyans dropped by 22% in 2020. Right now, it will take a net worth of 2.2 million Kenyan shillings, approximately $20,000, for any Kenyan to break through the ranks and be recognized as part of Kenya's top wealthy 1%. Kenya's unequal wealth chart is overwhelming, as its 2.2 million Kenyan shillings threshold is out of reach of most Kenyans. In Nairobi, for instance, based on the standard of living, that amount of money is inadequate to afford a family a middle-class lifestyle, and only a small plot of land can be secured in its outskirts. Kenya's previous centralized system of government, which guided sharing of resources since independence, can be blamed for this concentration of wealth to an extent. On the other hand, indulging in all manner of luxury is nothing new for the top 1%. There's more coming up on Business Report Africa. I will be back after the short break. Ifeanyi Okowa, Delta State Governor, has said the country is losing substantial investments in the oil industry due to delays in the passage of Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB. The governor said investments in the nation's oil industry would be boosted as soon as the bill is passed, and the Niger Delta people were pleased to hear of renewed commitment of federal lawmakers towards passing the PIB as well. He expressed delight at the inclusion of host communities funds, HCF, in the bill, saying the provision would make the people part owners of the ventures and encourage them to secure oil facilities in their domains. On March 1st, Sterlite Technologies Limited, STL, announced that it has won orders worth $100 million in the Middle East and Africa. This would entail the telecom equipment manufacturer to set up network and infrastructure for 5G wireless service. The company's order book now stands at a record of 11,300 rupees with the new deals. This, according to the company, would exhibit unwavering focus on building future-ready digital networks in the region. Its unique end-to-end solution enables customers to build 5G hyperscale networks at a fast pace with lower long-term total cost of ownership, TCO, with these deals ranging from optical connectivity solutions to network solutions, with intentions to deploy STL's digital billing solutions to 7 million subscribers across the region. The world's largest digital currency, Bitcoin, lost around 10% of its value on Friday, 26 February, after a sell-off of $100 billion triggered by panic among retail traders. It traded near $46,200 with a total market cap of $860 billion. This decline began after billionaire Elon Musk tweeted saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum prices actually do seem high. The effect was a wave of investors pushing to sell their holdings in the cryptocurrency while panicking. The price of Bitcoin had gone as high as $52,076 the day before, and more than 13,000 Bitcoin were moved out of Coinbase Pro Exchange on Wednesday, February 24th. Around $900 million worth of long cryptocurrency positions got liquidated within 24 hours, leaving about 142,000 crypto traders as well. In Gaborone, Botswana, retail prices of unleaded petrol 93 and 95 have increased by 58 thib per litre and 57 thib per litre respectively, while the retail price for the diesel increased by 52 thib per litre. Botswana Energy Regulatory Authority, BERA, has reported that the adjustments, which took effect yesterday, March 1st, are meant to align with the international crude and refined petroleum products. The retail prices are necessitated by the general increase of international oil prices, which have had their increase based on optimism due to the rollout of the coronavirus vaccine. In September 2020, retail pump prices adjustments were first done. The prices of petroleum products in both the regional and international markets and market price will continue to be monitored, and adjustments will be made as and when necessary. In a bid to finance the country's budget deficit, Egypt is offering treasury bonds worth 13 billion Egyptian pounds, which is more or less $820 million. On Monday, March 1st, the Central Bank of Egypt announced that the value of the first offering amounted to 5 billion Egyptian pounds for a period of 3 years. The second offering would be 7 billion Egyptian pounds for a period of 7 years, and the third around 1 billion Egyptian pounds for a 15-year term. The country's deficit rose to $2.8 billion in the July-September quarter, up from $1.4 billion in the same quarter of 2019 due to the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, in May approved Egypt's request for emergency financial assistance of $2.772 billion to help combat the impact of the pandemic, and as the crisis abates, measures to lower the debt level would need to resume along with continued implementation of structural reforms. Still in Egypt, Kamel Al-Wazir, Egypt's Minister of Transport, and Amjad Al-Adaleh, Ambassador of Jordan to Cairo, discussed aspects of joint cooperation between both countries, including the reactivation of a memorandum of understanding between transport companies in Jordan, Egypt, and Iraq to transport passengers between the three countries at a standard ticket price of $130. This would help to facilitate movement between the countries. The officials also placed emphasis on the need for protocols signed between all three countries to operate a land transport line between them, starting from Cairo through Amman to Baghdad. The officials discussed cooperation in railways, and the Jordanian ambassador praised the great developments Egypt had made in this field, while expressing his desire to see joint cooperation in training at the National Railway Authority's Warden Trading Institute. In response, that the Egyptian Railway Authority is fully prepared to train Jordanian and Arab students in this field. And to wrap this up, leading investment bank Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated, valued at $119 billion, has begun a crypto trading desk that would be responsible for handling Bitcoin futures and non-deliverable forwards on behalf of its customers. The investment team, which is also exploring the creation of a Bitcoin exchange traders fund, will be positioned under the U.S. bank's Global Markets Division. However, Peter Brandt, well-known trader, has cautioned investors about Goldman entries into the Bitcoin market. This is based on their history of an earlier announcement made in 2018 when the cryptocurrency was at an all-time high of $20,000. Goldman Sachs Group announcement did not materialize into anything fruitful, and so Mr. Brandt is asking investors to safeguard their money now. That's all we have on Business Report Africa today. Thank you for watching. Do follow us on social media at TOS TV Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TOS TV Network. I am Ruel Panao. See you tomorrow.